What's up, everyone? I am getting this set up on my phone. We are utilizing StreamYard again, so it's going to be on a few different platforms. So give me like 2 minutes to set all this up. Hope y'all are having a wonderful night out there. Just wanted to pass along a message for the upcoming new year, a couple thoughts on it, and let you know, as always, Magical's here for every one of you. Let me see here. There we go. So, whether you're seeing this now or this is a replay, one of the central messages that I just wanted to pass along this evening as we roll into a new year is all I can speak from is my advice and my experience. But if I could think of one bit of advice rolling into the new year, it is, in whatever way this means to you, make this year, if it hasn't already, many of you that have been guided to Magical in some way, shape, or form are already on your healing journey, but find a way to prioritize yourself. Prioritize yourself and your healing in 2022. I know nothing in my experience, absolutely nothing that has impacted myself, my marriage, my business, more than doing my own personal internal work. We have so many distractions, so many external distractions, especially if you're still a little bit caught up in the political spectrum, all those external systems. Disconnect from all that shit, y'all. Disconnect from that. Go within, make this year the focus on you. Your internal work, that healing work. You know, we're vibrational beings. And those of us that may have experienced traumatic childhoods or difficult abusive partnerships or even just any kind of trauma, you can't compare trauma. Trauma is trauma. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever difficult thing that you've dealt with, it impacts us at a vibrational, energetic level. So remember, a thought creates a feeling. Feeling puts out the vibration. The vibration attracts the experience, right? Well, a lot of us are vibrating with all of these experiences, these difficult experiences that caused limiting beliefs within our mind. That vibration's constantly going out there. And that's why it's attracting people, situations that may not be for your highest liking. The way when you heal on an energetic vibrational level, when you do that deep healing work and you do the work to reprogram your mind and you clean your vessel of all the toxins and all the chemicals, your vibration changes. When your vibration changes, your entire reality starts to shift. Everything shifts. You see, we're so conditioned to focus on the external to change it. If I only made more money, if I only had this partner, if I only had this job, all of these external illusions, when what's within us, what we're vibrating, our core beliefs, what we're putting into our body is drastically impacting and creating what we're experiencing. It's not an external thing that needs to change. This is why, like, what's the statistic? 94% of people that win the lottery go broke within a year or two. It's not the external thing that needs to change. It's in here, and it's in here. And that's why at Magical, anyone that's experienced our events or our retreats, it's a formula, and not taking away from anything else that anyone else is doing. I am insanely grateful for people that are working in this healing space, but it's not just a ceremony that is, in my experience, that's going to change everything. It is releasing the trauma, releasing the energies, releasing the dense energies that people may be holding on to from traumatic experiences or any kind of suppressed emotions. It's also reprogramming that mind. It's also letting go of those limiting beliefs that we may have held on. Now, from a scientific perspective, our core beliefs they control And our reticular activating system, it's the RAS, it's in the front part of your brain. The reticular activating system only looks for things that confirm our core beliefs. So whatever your core beliefs are, your system, your brain is only looking for things that are confirming what you've already believed. But a lot of people that have had difficult childhoods, judgmental families, or grew up in situations with friends were judged, whatever the case is, it caused programming that has limited fear-based beliefs. So this is why it's not, in our experience, it's not just releasing the energy and releasing the trauma. That's a great part of it, which is why we're such advocates of ayahuasca. That's why we work with ayahuasca. That's why we are so grateful for that medicine, because I know nothing in my experience that helps you release those energies more efficiently on a spiritual level. But you still have to do the mindset work. You still have to reprogram the mind. You still got to let go of those beliefs. You still have to find within yourself that you are worthy of unconditional love, that you are worthy of abundance. I do this 6-week container coaching. We have one going on right now, these amazing souls that I'm working with. And we're about to get into the conscious entrepreneurship section. And a part of that is there's a lot of matrix-based energetic abundance blocks that are on people, especially in the spiritual community. And I'm not judging it, to each their own. Everyone's in their own experience. But there's these like subconscious beliefs that money is bad and people that have money are bad. And the problem with that is you're going to constantly deflect that if you feel that way. And there's ways to overcome those energetic blocks. But all of these beliefs, these limited beliefs, are co-creating your experience each day. So doing the internal healing work of releasing the trauma and then being aware of the limiting beliefs first, taking responsibility for them, and then reprogramming them makes all the difference. Again, when your vibration changes, then your reality changes. But you got to do the work to heal that vibration. And, there's multiple steps to it. But, foundationally, in this year, in 2022, make it the priority. Practice forgiveness daily. Forgiveness daily for yourself, first off. We're so freaking hard on ourselves. Practice forgiveness for yourself. If you're holding on to anything, you shouldn't hold on to anything, because you are always doing the best you can in each situation with the experiences that you've had. And in the past, if you made mistakes, whatever, you were still doing the best you could with the information that you had based off on the experiences that you had. So you shouldn't harbor any guilt and shame. But if you are, it's okay. Just be aware of it and forgive. Forgive. Let go. Don't hold on to those energies. Forgive people that have done you wrong. Magical went through a massive shift this past 6 months. We had people, and I'm not going to get into it because I've let it all go, but we had people that we thought were so close to us completely turn their backs and go the other way. It was a shock. And that was hard for us initially, but we had the most incredible, loving, authentic, service-oriented people come into our lives after that. And it was like a beautiful shift. We had to let go and forgive people that completely did us wrong. The process of forgiveness has to be consistent, because anything you hold on to, you're going to hold on to that energy, and you got to just let that shit go. Let it go. Practice forgiveness daily. I made a post yesterday about fear. What is your greatest fear? What I have found, and again, I can only speak from my experience on this, but it seems that whatever your greatest fear is going to keep coming up in some way in your life. And it's not to torture you. There's this grand intelligence that is trying to show and teach you that there's nothing to fear. Fear is an illusion. So whatever your fear is, face that fear and let it go. I did another video the other day of asking, what is it you want most in your life? Okay, once you find out what you want most in your life, or what are you trying to manifest, What is the opposite of what you're trying to manifest? Figure out what that is, what that fear is, and face that fear and release it. Because a lot of times, this is a little deep, but follow me. A lot of times, what we're trying to manifest, we want it so much. The wanting of that can create the fear of not getting it, and that can block it. So, to get around that, two things. One, let it go. Put the intention out there, have faith that it's going to happen, and allow this grand intelligence to don't worry about how it happens and just allow it to happen because it's going to happen. The only way it won't happen is if our own fears or thoughts block it, or there's something even more amazing that's around the corner. It's a really beautiful orchestration. We're the only ones that get in our own way with our fears, our doubts, all that stuff. And staying connected to this crazy matrix system with the news, politics, all that bullshit, all those illusions get you energetically tied up in that. And if you're at all tied up in that, I don't mean to speak in absolutes, but it's really freaking hard not to be caught up in some kind of energetic chaos. It just is, because those systems thrive on that. Like, you want to hear a sacred truth I've found? We don't even need anyone to lead us. We don't. We don't need a president. We don't need governors. Like, if we are doing our inner work and we can truly come from a place of unconditional love and non-judgment, we don't need anyone, right? Now, it's not to judge the system, because as we continue to evolve and ascend, you kind of realize it's all orchestrated for us. We have to be controlled initially to experience the awakening process. But as you go through the awakening process, stop judging the system, allow the system for what it is, and focus on what you want to create. But to create what you want to create, you got to do that inner work to release the beliefs that are no longer serving you. So take that in for a minute. And that's why we have doubled down so much at Magical on our healing events. That's why we do these retreats that we know will change people's lives, so long as they take the lessons and integrate them into their life. Make 2022 focused around your healing. That will change everything. It's not a better job. It's not a better parents. It's not, a better living situation. It's really not. Nothing against those. Those can be great things, but that is not what's going to make the massive shift for you. It's in here. It's learning to come to peace and stillness in any moment. It's learning how to be centered in the chaos, because your energy is regulating or deregulating the energy around you. If you have chaotic energy, you're going to attract chaotic energy, and it's going to be implosive. And a deeper level of that, for people that are that have experienced that, their mind almost gets addicted to the drama of it. So you have to become to a deep level of awareness and know that that's not what you want. Find out what you want and do the work to get there, utilizing self-awareness and self-responsibility consistently throughout the process. Make 2022 the year of your healing, of your focused healing, focusing on you, yourself. Yeah, that's really the message I wanted to put out there for you all. The last thing I'll mention, I have a little ticker across the bottom talking about it. Obviously, those of you that follow us know we are massive advocates of plant medicines, ayahuasca, psilocybin, all of that. But as our community's massively grown this last 6 months, we've met with a lot of people that aren't quite ready for the plant medicines. And that's okay. Everyone's on their own path. It's okay. So what we have created, which launches January 16th, are these 4 5-hour events that are going to be in New Braunfels, right outside of Austin. That it's going to be beautiful levels of what we call as mind, body, spirit cleansing. It's going to have an ice bath, a infrared sauna, breath work that Megan's going to lead for 45 minutes. That's super powerful. I'm going to be doing a New Earth talk circle. We have those of you that know Magical know how absolutely incredible and gifted Kristen Harris is. She's a part of Magical. She's going to be leading Ganja Yoga, which is going to be awesome. So it's going to be ice bath, Ganja yoga, infrared sauna. It's all formula based. You know, everything Magical does is formula based. And we're going to have amazing healing, raw, delicious foods and juices. It's going to be a powerful 4 or 5 hour event on the weekends. The first one's going to be January 16th. We're going to have 12 spots for that. We are taking people that are on the wait list for that now. It's $333. We do a early bird discount of $288 for anyone that jumps aboard early. It's 12 spots for that January 16th. So anyone that has any questions, DM me. It's going to be a super transformative, powerful healing 5 hour event on January 16th. So anyone that has questions, let me know. Feel free to DM me. We'd love to have you. And yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, y'all. Make 2022, whatever that means to you, about you and your healing. And everything will work itself out. Have faith in that. We have so much love for you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night and happy healing. Oh, one more quick thing. I'm going to put a comment on here. Anyone that has questions on that stuff, feel free to check out Magical.com. We are updating a whole page with that January 16th event, but there's also all the info about our retreats. Anyone that's interested in the retreats, there's all the info on there. Feel free to check that out. Y'all have a blessed night. Happy healing.